Atargatis is one of the most prominent and intriguing goddesses in the pantheon of ancient Semitic religions, especially within the Canaanite, Phoenician, and Aramean traditions. She is primarily known as the goddess of fertility, water, and fish, but her mythological and cultural significance spans a wide range of roles and symbols that reflect the deep connection between her worshippers and the natural world. Atargatis, also known as Derceto in Greek sources, is often depicted as a woman with the lower body of a fish, symbolizing both her dominion over water and her role as a life-giver. This dual nature of her form highlights the idea of fertility, not only in terms of human reproduction but also in agricultural and aquatic life. In this respect, she serves as a nurturing mother figure who brings abundance to the land and the sea. Her origins are somewhat murky, but it is clear that she was worshipped in the ancient city of Ashkelon, as well as in other coastal cities across the ancient Near East. In fact, the city of Ashkelon was home to one of her major temples, which became a focal point of her worship. The temple complex in Ashkelon was quite large, and it was known for its sacred pool where sacred fish, often associated with Atargatis, were kept and revered. The presence of these fish was considered a symbol of her divine power to control the waters and to ensure the fertility of both humans and the land. Atargatis was not only a goddess of fertility but also of healing and protection. In some stories, she was invoked to cure ailments, particularly those related to fertility and reproduction. Her association with water and healing is an interesting parallel to other goddesses of the time, such as the Greek goddess Aphrodite, who also had associations with the sea and with fertility. Atargatis' mythological stories are rich and varied. One of the most well-known myths involves her transformation from a woman into a fish, which is said to have occurred after she accidentally killed her lover, the handsome youth, and was so filled with sorrow that she jumped into a lake and transformed into the aquatic creature. This tragic tale symbolizes her role as a goddess of both life and death, as well as the cyclical nature of creation and destruction. Her worship included rituals that often centered on water, and in some accounts, these rituals involved sacred prostitution. Temple priestesses were said to embody Atargatis and were often believed to engage in sexual rites as a way of invoking her fertility powers. This association with sacred sexuality is part of a broader ancient Near Eastern tradition in which fertility and sexuality were seen as deeply intertwined with divine intervention. Over time, as Phoenician and Canaanite religious practices spread to Greece and Rome, Atargatis became conflated with other fertility deities. The Greeks identified her with Aphrodite, and in Roman times, she became associated with Venus. Despite these cultural shifts, the core aspects of her identity remained centered on water, fertility, and the mystical bond between humans and nature. Atargatis' influence can still be seen today, not just in ancient religious texts, but in the way she has shaped the mythology of water deities across various cultures. Her figure represents the timeless connection between humanity and the forces of nature, emphasizing how the divine interacts with the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Her worship ultimately faded with the rise of Christianity and the decline of ancient polytheistic traditions, but Atargatis' enduring legacy as a symbol of fertility, the healing powers of water, and the deep mysteries of the natural world continues to inspire curiosity and reverence.